Okay, so I've just received this, I think, brand new Crucial P2 NVMe M2 1 terabyte drive from Micron. So this drive was in replacement of an MX500 Crucial M2 SATA drive. SATA in the M2 form factor, which I had. There's no screw or anything that comes with this one. So this is a replacement. It looks like it's brand new. OEM factory, brand new. So this chip is DRAM less, has no DRAM. Sells currently for $99.22 on Amazon. Would have preferred the P5, which does have DRAM cache buffer, but my plan is to use this just for as a storage drive. The replacement was due to, I believe, this unit. I think this is like a, I don't know, 7-year-old. Actually, it could be more than 7-year-old. I believe this one dates back to 2009, maybe. So it could be like an 11-year-old PSU that I paid approximately $234 for back 11 years ago. Still works when I do the test and I short the 4 or 5 pins, the fans run. But I believe this thing might have surged and caused a motherboard fire. At the SATA junction, this is like mid-December, I had a fire, sparks and then a fire. The flames break out. Broke out on this motherboard. So this motherboard, get some light on it, is an ASUS Z390E gaming motherboard. Fire broke out right here. Sparks, flames. Ended up destroying these two SanDisk CloudSpeed, total of 3.6 gigabyte discs. You can still see the burn marks on this one right here. When I unscrewed it off, I avoided this warranty because I was curious. There's burn streaks and just absolutely destroyed. This one doesn't have any obvious destruction sites, but no longer functioning. So this is about $362 worth of SSD that is no longer functional. Will not be eligible for warranty service. Which, I mean, I should have, pretty much the only loss from the motherboard fire mid-December. When I RMA'd this motherboard, ASUS replied favorably, very efficiently, sent me a shipping label even, but I ended up paying for it, but shipped it back, USPS priority. They did some kind of repair. The report is unrevealing. They don't tell me what they did, but I saw that everything here seemed to be possibly replaced, and the motherboard, one of the fears I had was that it had damaged the Samsung 970 EVO Plus M2 NVMe, which I had running. I was very fearful that it had ruined the RAM, the Vengeance LPX RAM. This is 32 gigabytes worth. It's very worried I ruined my 9900K CPU, almost a $600 chip, which would have been a pricey loss. But when I received the motherboard back, when I plugged everything in, this thing works fine. Now I'm going to show that right now. Let me see. Okay, so currently just have the Samsung 970 Evo Plus on it. I will test hot pluggability. Just like this. And it should be recognized. What a mess. Crucial. Going in. I don't have a screw. I'm going to have to put a screw on that thing. Boom. Goes all the way through and locks into the M2 drive. So I've forgotten that. So the screw ultimately was not necessary at all. But now, as can be seen, the M2 NVMe number 2 is completely installed. There it is. Yeah. So, yes, we start here. Yeah, it's an NVMe, so since it's NVMe, not sure this motherboard can do 2 NVMEs. Could be an issue. NVMe configuration. here it is. So it sees it. I'm just going to try restarting it to see. It seems to be there. I don't recall if this motherboard can do 2 NVMe, so let's see what happens. I remember with SATA, it shuts off the SATA ports 5, 6. And I used the SATA chip. I have to go back into the manual to remember if it can do 2 NVMe's. Moment of truth is coming up. I'll go ahead and see how updated I am. Here it is, the moment of truth. Does not see it. Despite it being SATA and therefore capped at speeds of like upper 500s, whereas this one is, at least some of the Q1s are going at like 2400. I mean, it's a decent trade-off. I can live with that. So the speed I end up with, as you can see here, is just as advertised, so I can live with it. It'll slow down as it fills, but maybe it won't fill too much because this will be my accessory video editing rig. But overall, everything works, so I'm satisfied. So now I'm going to shut this computer down, I think. Actually, maybe I'll go ahead and load up, consider using it while I wait for my ITX board to come in. Primitive NVIDIA of all kinds on it. This fan expert thing is